Michael Knowles has ever advocated for has suggested that he is for access to healthcare, shelter, and education for every American. So, why would you think that? He supports a for-profit healthcare system. He didn't reply. He said he's not feigning ignorance. He said, I guess his point is that one has to be a communist to oppose infanticide or something, but it strikes me as non sequitur, so who knows? Classic Michael Knowles. I think he recognized me because I dunked on him several times. One time he said he would crawl across glass for Trump or something, and I said literally do it, and we tripled. We lapped him 3 times in the ratio. So I said, you don't have to be a communist to understand that it's unethical to allow a corporation to decide whether or not you receive health care. And he says, we don't do that, though. Huh? Yeah, you do, Mike. You literally do. To privatize healthcare is to put a private corporation in charge of healthcare. And when they deny someone's request for healthcare that, by the way, the patient didn't just request themselves, their physicians did on their behalf, and they petition the insurance company, and the insurance company, a corporation whose sole purpose is to generate profit, not to help people's health concerns, denies the request. American conservatives are entirely cucked on the subject of capitalism, and they forever will be. And it is their way. I wouldn't love it, actually. I would fucking despise it. But I would prefer class-conscious right-wingers. So, shitbag leftists. Yes! That would be amazing. If the worst person I gotta deal with is just saying, the R slur, and that's the discourse, fuck. Can you think of that utopia? Where we're checking off, hey, it's obvious we shouldn't just say slurs, right? Nope. Instead, I'm at, hey, should you allow doctors to perform their job and try to save your life? And this includes, but does not limit, preventative health care, which they never bring up. Literally, insurance companies cannot deny care. They can refuse to pay for care. They literally, what? That's not, how is this functionally different? How is this materially different? They can deny to pay for the care. Then it's not gonna happen, buddy. What do you think? They're just gonna fucking do it for free? They will not. If you can't afford it, you will not get your health care. You can get emergency care. You can't get preventative care. You can't get treatments. You can't get fucking, it would have to be just you go fucking bankrupt. That's what you'd have to choose. Your family would have to have no money. So if you have dependents, they're fucked. How does this make sense? You're supposed to be a fucking American patriot. And then you fucking, you're like, oh, I'm proud to be an American. So much I'd fund a war. And then you just fucking, you don't think, should this country that I give to constantly, should the thing that I give to always, give your patriotism to your country, give your blood, sweat, and tears to your country, maybe even give your life to defend it. Do you think it should provide anything? Collectivizing together in this space? Do you think collectivizing has a point to it? Because I fucking do. The whole point of society is to collectively raise our standards of living. And we know that there's going to be some shit we can't solve. It's fine. Tornadoes are going to happen, earthquakes, hurricanes, snowstorms, fucking meteors, aliens, probably not. The dolphins might get us. The killer whales are trying. But instead it's all self-inflicted wounds, bro. Because this motherfucker is paid in a system that makes you have to get paid to live. He's paid to misinform the working class, and so that they spend time infighting on social causes instead of organizing behind labor. It's that cynical, and that's the truth. So stupid, dude. This should not be a debate. When you ask people, 70% agree with healthcare should be available to everybody. Maybe even more than 70%, if you have it that vague. Healthcare should be available. Healthcare should be fucking free at the point of sale or whatever. Like a customer, a patient shouldn't have to pay out of pocket. We simply get the care we need, reimburse the institutions that provide care with resources and with, payment for the labor of the people that are working there. But you don't need to make a profit. We have so much bloat in the healthcare system. Useless bullshit jobs. CEOs and shit and health boards that don't help anybody, that only serve to harm people, to keep people that are unprofitable from receiving care. We could get rid of those. Streamline the process. These right-wingers, they want to talk about fucking government inefficiency and all that. We would save, and this is not a joke, according to Bernie Sanders' numbers, which economists agree with, $1.5 trillion every 2 years. That's how much money we would save collectively as a society if we went single payer. $1.5 trillion, not a billion. This, by the way, is enough budget to solve the problem of housing. No charge to anybody. There's all that money. And education. You could solve all three of these. Essentially with one step. I would also like to limit some military spending while we're at it. And raise wages across the board. But, anyway, this would be efficient. It's just like common sense. It's not a political extremism. This should not be, we shouldn't be considered fucking communists for this. Okay? This is like a really basic, hey, you know what would make sense? If people who were dying didn't have a bounty on their head from an insurance company. That seems unethical. To say the least, to have sick people need money to live. They're sick. What if their sickness prevents them from making money? Did you know that everyone will get sick and die at some point? 100% of people are forced into healthcare. Dare I say, insurance companies have an unethical monopoly. All right, that's my fucking rant. I guess I did a YouTube video out of my fucking 3 tweets with Michael Knowles because I hate insurance so much. It is not ethical. It's brain dead to think otherwise. And if you really love insurance and think private health care is something that we should have, I want you to dig deep and find the courage to come on this stream and talk with me about it until you change your fucking mind, okay? Because you're cucked, brother. You're cucked. You're saying, oh, I don't want daddy government to do everything for me. You want daddy corporation to choose profit over you instead. Huh? The least the country could do for you is make sure that you're healthy